Okay, have fun.
It is so humid here, y'all. It is hot. The moment I stepped out of the car, I'm like, the sun is very aggressive right now, but we're gonna have a good day regardless. So I'm at the park today, just hanging out. Today is Friday, and on Fridays we usually fast all day, so just water today, fasting. And I thought it'd be a good time to just have a day, afternoon, getting back in touch with myself and just like going inward. Essentially, that's why I keep closing my eyes, because I am just like feeling that energy. So yeah, just going inward today. Wanted to show you guys how I like take care of myself while on the road in Mexico. Right now we're in Colima, Mexico, in a bit of a city, like a smaller city, not crazy big, but like still a city. So yeah, just follow along today. So like right as I was getting ready to start filming and doing my meditation, this police officer lady just comes up to me, asked me some questions that I had no idea what she was saying. So it was just a very awkward encounter. But yeah, it kind of just ruined for a moment the mood that I was in. Just because like even though nothing like happened, I just automatically get uncomfortable when dealing with people in police uniforms, just because like that's the programming that I have inserted into me from living in the United States of America. And so like, yeah, I just had to add some like extra letting go exercises and being like nothing happened, like everything's okay, like you're completely fine type of energy, just because yeah, like I even feel it coming back as I'm talking about it. I just gotta let it go. Sometimes it takes me longer to get into a meditative state. That's okay. You gotta be flexible and go with it. Y'all, it's like crazy what you can do like just with your mind, like sitting in a place. That honestly was like a short meditation, like 5 minutes maybe. The first part of it I just focused on being here. Like I literally just say in my head like stop, stop, stop. Just kind of get myself to stop thinking. And if I notice that I'm starting to think, I just say stop, thought, stop. And like I say thought to recognize like, oh, I'm going into another thought, but by voicing that I'm going into another thought, it essentially lets me let go of the act of getting into a thought. And like because I'm aware of what's happening in my mind, I can stop it. So like I just say stop, thought, stop, thought. But then like once I find that I'm in a like when the moments of like having to say stop or having to say thought become like the space in between them becomes longer and longer, because I like know that I'm getting closer to a meditative state. And since I'm like still at the beginning of this, like even if it's just like 2-3 seconds, like those 2-3 seconds are extremely powerful of just stopping, being like, okay, I had 2-3 seconds of like knowing that I'm just here in my body, in my mind, like just feeling what that feel like, to feel the wind around me, to feel everything around me, just like as I talk about it, I can like still go back into it, but yeah, just like also recognizing and being like aware that like short meditations can get you places that like if I tried to do a 20-minute meditation right now, I'd probably just end up frustrated, just because I haven't built that like level of tolerance yet. Like I haven't built the ability to get there yet, so I need to like be happy for the baby steps that I'm in, and like be present in the baby steps that I've taken. But also, it's like once I get there, when I know that I'm like ready to get out of meditating, I start like this time, every time it's different, but this time I just started saying like, I'm a beam of light, like I'm a ray of light, I'm a beam of light, I'm a beam of light, over and over again, and just visualizing like from my center of me, just like light coming out. And as I say it more and more, like the light in my visualization like starts to expand out through my body, and I start feeling a warmth, even though it's so hot outside already, but I started feeling a warmth just like radiating out towards me, and I just keep going, and I keep going, saying, I'm a ray of light, I'm a ray of light. Sometimes I even will say it out loud, just like going with the flow of like, do I feel like saying it internally today? Is that enough, or do I really need to voice it to like get myself to that point? And then I just start playing with my breath of like, I start breathing in faster, like, because it just kind of comes, like I feel the energy, like if I'm trying to send waves of energy and light through my body, it's like, and it kind of gets you into like this euphoric state of like I can't even describe it, just like playing around with your breathing can do so much. Like I haven't even done like reading, like I know there's like Kundalini, all this stuff, but honestly at this point, instead of like reading about it, I found it more helpful to just explore my breath in itself, because like breathing is breathing. Like I can like figure it out for myself. I don't need to necessarily read about it. I can read about it when I want to maybe like get more precise with it, but just allowing myself to play with the breathing, and not like saying like, oh, I read in this book that I need to hold it for 5 seconds and then let go or whatever, because then I get caught up in that. So instead, I'm just allowing myself to play with it, and like however my breathing changes, like to flow with that. So it was just crazy, because it was like, as I was breathing, getting into this euphoric state and feeling like I am light, I am light, I am positivity, I am energy that's just like coming out of me. Like I have the power to just like radiate that stuff. Like I feel like as I reached the peak, I just heard this bird that flew in onto the rafters, and it just was so loud. Like it let out like this loud noise that like pulled me out, and kind of felt like it was like the symbol from the outside world to like, you can pull out now. So yeah, it was just kind of crazy to like, I don't know, the bird just felt wild, because it felt like I was connected to it. Like it could sense that I was reaching a peak, and so it came at that peak. That's also why I like meditating, just because like, yeah, I'm in the city, like I'm literally sitting on like concrete right now, but there's also still nature in cities. Like I am nature, but also just like other forms of nature. Like there's always a tree, there's wind, there's birds, some ugly pigeons, but yeah, just like being able to connect and recognize like, oh, there's always other beings around you, other energy, whether you can sense it or not all the time, it's always there. So it kind of gives me a moment to like connect to this energy. Even just like seeing trees sway after I meditate, it's like, oh, like, ooh, like, I don't know, like, it's hard to describe, but even like 10 minutes before, if I saw a tree swaying, I just look past it like it's nothing. But then once I've like gone into being in the present moment, it's like, whoa, like look at that tree. I don't know. Yeah, I just that just really got me to a happy place. So y'all, take 10 minutes out of your day to do something like this, whatever it is, because y'all saw how I was like 10 minutes ago, and now I'm just like ecstatic. Time to harness this energy into a dance, y'all.
Why you make it so complicated? Off the drain, we concentrated. Oh, baby, let me change your life. Everybody look like what? I'm so fresh, I say, oh, you look like that. At the every granny, every nook. This is my life. You gon' do what you like. This is my life. All I got to do is go to school and learn.
Y'all dancing on this astroturf makes me feel like a cheerleader.
Let's go, listen to this. I want your love.
It is now time for a water break.
Cheers. How can I make you my chick? You better by my side.
Hey, I'm just feeling
I am literally in the middle of a turf field in a random city in Mexico, so don't be afraid to act a fool, because you know people out here are staring at me like super practice is perfect, makes perfect, my people, even in the world of graffiti. Also, a little reminder in case you see this and try to do this on a day that you're fasting, just keep in mind that I've been fasting every Friday for like 30 weeks plus at this point, so my body is really used to it. But if you are not, like if this is my first day fasting, I would be laying in bed right now and I would not have this energy. So yeah, just don't like go out and lightly do this if you have not done this before, or if you're gonna go do a day of dancing and frolicking outside, make sure you have eaten something if your body's not used to that, because you gotta take it slow and work your way up to stuff. So just want to put that in here in case anyone's like, oh, let me go do exactly what you did. Pace yourself, my people, pace yourself. As you can see, I've gotten a little bit weirder after doing this dance, because that's what happens. I am loose. I'm actually not that loose because my neck is in. I should add that today. I'm gonna do a little neck massage and some neck yoga, because your girl has been at Starbucks a lot this week, putting in work. I'm making a van life guide to Mexico, that will be super handy, kind of like what information we looked up ourselves or wish we had known before we came here. So I have been typing away at Starbucks using that free Wi-Fi. But yeah, let's get going. So these mosquitoes are currently trying to eat me up, so I am going to go back into the van. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today, spending some time with me on this lovely afternoon, and I will see you in the next video.